like 8 bowls of chocolate mixed together because it's
Ladies and gentlemen, a very good afternoon and welcome here today to our public auction of number 126 Mary Avenue here in Wheelers Hill on behalf of both Ray White and also our vendors. I'd like to welcome each and every one of you here today. One of our lead agents within the Ray White Group, Belinda Van Suylen, has been looking after you leading up to today's auction. She's here together with her team, Josh and Natalie, and also my fellow director, Peter Messia, here to assist you with your bidding and competition here today. Buyers, give you the best chance to buy an outstanding home in an outstanding location. We describe it as 126 Mary Avenue, Wheelers Hill. If you are the successful bidder today, a deposit equaling 10% of the price that you bid and buy for is what you're required to bring forward at the end of the auction. The vendors, they are after a shorter settlement, so 30 to 60 days from today's date, and that will get you vacant possession of the property, including all the fittings and fixtures as inspected. You are bidding in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available for your inspection before the start of today's auction. Those auction rules have been on display prior to the commencement of today's auction. The most important rule is that we can't accept late bids or offers for the property. After it's been knocked down and declared sold, we can't reopen the bidding and accept any further offers. So if your intention is to bid and to buy here today, and I know there are many of you that have been through the property and would like this to be your new home or next investment property, then you have the best advice I can give is to make sure that you get your bid in nice and early, nice confident bidding. Talk to the team if you need assistance with that bidding and competition today to make sure you are the successful bidder here this afternoon. Buyers, the contract of sale, together with those rules, they form your framework for bidding today. If we exceed the vendor's price, the words you'll hear me say are on the market, and from that point on, the highest bidder shall be today's purchaser. And for any reason, should we not get to the vendor's price, it is first with our highest bidder that the property is offered here this afternoon. Well, buyers, the opportunity, as I said, excellent here in a very central location here in Wheelers Hill. Both Gels Park Primary and also Caulfield Grammar, literally on your doorstep. For those that I can see, many families here today with small children, a great opportunity to secure a family home, lovely quiet court location and proximity to all of the great schools, whether you like your public school of Gels Park Primary, whether you like the private education there at Caulfield Grammar. Both of those are on your doorstep here in Mary Avenue. Buyers, you look at the home, a great street presence, a large allotment here in the bowl of the court location. I know it is Mary Avenue, but certainly plays very much like a court, which is a wonderful extension of your backyard. And the home itself, you can move straight in and enjoy. I know that there are opportunities like any established home. There's opportunities for you to make it your own with some personal touches. But the hard work's been done. The elbow grease has been done in the kitchen and updated there, buyers. Your great benefit here, as I say, being in the court, which means that your outdoor entertaining space is not just afforded to your property, but also to the court as well. You've seen through our marketing, buyers, 5 bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. One of those bedrooms there on the ground floor or study, 4 additional bedrooms upstairs, and that real that lovely homely feel as you walk through the property here in Mary Avenue. Both formal and informal living areas, outdoor entertaining space there for you as well. It really is an exciting home to move straight in, or if you're looking for a property to add to your investment portfolio, having the schools and the facilities close by is definitely going to stand you in good stead with this as an investment. Well, buyers, it's come that point in the auction where you need to raise your hand, talk to the team, state your intentions here at Mary Avenue. Buyers, we're in your hands for an opening bid. Offer to start. Where do we start? Where do we go here today, buyers? I wish you well with your bidding and competition. We're in your hands. An offer or bid to start. Don't mind the offer here today, buyers. Where do we see that opening bid? Offer to get us underway here. Number 126 Mary Avenue here in Wheelers Hill. Where do we see that opening bid or offer, buyers? Don't be shy, talk to the team. They're here to assist, to write the bid down, to give yourself that chance to buy here today. What do we think for that opening bid? 800, sir. An optimistic start, I'm sure you'd agree, but we'll go together from there. What do we think, buyers? At $800,000. I asked for an opening bid, and that's exactly what I got. At $800,000. Let's move things in the direction that we need to be heading, buyers, to $1,003,000 the offer. I'll just take it right in the right direction. I'll go to 1-2 though, and we'll go in a $20,000 rise from there, sir. Vendor bid, and we'll move in the right direction now, buyers. At $1,002,000, and I'll offer it to you here and also there for a $20,000 rise. Give you that perfect opportunity to raise your hand and give yourself a chance to buy today, ladies and gentlemen. At $1,200,000's the call. Looking for 20 or better bid now. At 1-2's the call, a hand in the air, give yourself that chance today. At $1,200,000 the bid. At 1-2's the call, can we say 20 now? At $1,200,000, what do we say, buyers? At $1,200,000, 20 in the rise to keep you interested now. At 1-2's the call, what do we say? 1-3, strong bidding there. At $1,003,000 the offer here. At $1,300,000 the call. At 1-3 we've got, make it 20 on top. At $1,300,000, Josh possibly back with the opening bidder there. At $1,300,000 the call, can we say 20 now? At 1-3 we've got, is it 20, Belinda in the rise? At $1,300,000, first call, then are we all done? At $1,003,000 in front here. $1,300,000. 20 now. 20 on top at $1,320,000. Welcome back there. At 20's bid, 40 if you like. At $1,320,000, call it 40 in the rise. What do you say? At $1,320,000, can we? 50 now, strong bidding. At 50's call, what about 70 now, Josh? At $1,350,000 to call, what about 70 on top? At $1,350,000, highest bidder within striking distance today. At $1,350,000, we've had 3 in a competition here now. At $1,350,000, are we all done? Then finish the bid at $1,350,000. First call. At $1,350,000. Second time now. I'm happy to take 10, sir, if that helps from here. At $1,350,000, do we say 60 in the rise? At $1,350,000. At 60, welcome and good luck there. At 60's bid, do we say 70? Nat, straight back at 70, can we call it there? At $1,360,000 behind you the bid. At $360 the call. I'll take 10 if that helps. $1,360,000. Do we say 70 now? 360 we've got, 70 in the rise. Forster and man here, haven't forgotten about you, of course. $1,360,000. 380 now. 1,380,000. Match the 20 if you like and go straight to 1-4 or 10 in the rise. I'm perfectly happy with that as well. At $1,380,000, they're in the box seat to buy today. At $1,380,000 against you earlier and also at the back. At $1,380,000, first time. All done here at $1,380,000. In front, Belinda, any further rise? At $1,380,000. Second time now. $1,380,000. All done and finished, buyers. We're going to pause just for a moment. Going to submit the offer inside at $1,380,000, and we'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for your patience. Highest bid, $1,380,000. Presented that inside. We're not quite at a point at which we can say the property is on the market, but the highest bidder is definitely within striking distance of a purchase today. If you've been waiting and using these few moments to consider your position and you would like to be the new owner of the property, I encourage you to raise your hand to get amongst the bidding and the competition here and now, and to give yourself that chance here today, because the highest bidder has that first opportunity to negotiate with our vendors today at their reserve figure. If we don't see further bidding here today, ma'am, that is you at $1,380,000. I'm going to give everyone the fairness of another opportunity. Reopen the bidding. I'll even call for $5,000 in the rise from here if that helps anyone now. At $1,380,000, as I said, Gels Park Primary and Caulfield Grammar on your doorstep. At $1,380,000, buyers. If we don't see further bidding, we head straight inside with our highest bidder today at $1,380,000. Here are your three calls and your last opportunity, buyers. At $1,380,000 the call once. At $1,380,000. In five or better bid at $1,380,000. That highest bidder, as I said, will have the first right to purchase if there's no better bidding. If you're standing here thinking I'd like to be the next owner, you need to make sure you are holding that highest bid at $1,380,000. Second time now all done and finished at $1,380,000. Here's your fair warning. Last chance all done at $1,380,000. Third and final call. We're all done and finished here this afternoon, buyers, at $1,380,000. Well, congratulations, man. You will have that first opportunity to purchase the property today at the vendor's reserve price. For those who have hung back and missed out, then please do stick around. I'm sure we'll have a sold sticker on the board, but if we don't, then the highest bidder doesn't purchase the property, then we'll be able to come out and talk to you from there. I wish our highest bidder the best of luck with your post-auction negotiations today. The rest of the crowd, thanks for attending the auction here this afternoon, and have a great weekend. Thank you.